Hey guys, my name's Seth, and in this video I'm going to be giving you 5 tips to keep progressing your skating in the winter months, especially if you live in a place like me that's got a lot of snow like this. So if you like this video and you find it helpful, maybe leave a like or a subscribe. I mean, it can't hurt. It can't hurt. And if you make it to the end of this video, there'll be a bonus 6th tip that I'll let you know about. So let's get on with it. Okay, so tip number 1. First, what you're going to want is like a piece of carpet or something that you're not going to be moving around too much, especially if you get kind of a small space like this. And literally just hop on your board and try ollieing, try doing like just whatever basic tricks you can do inside your house. As long as you keep that muscle memory up, that's really what's going to help you continue to progress through the winter and get you to the summer feeling like you never really stop skating. Because I know in places like where I live in Canada, the winter can really be a hindrance on progression, because you skate like crazy all summer, all spring, all fall, and then the snow hits and you just can't skate outside anymore. Like they're just packed piles of snow everywhere. The roads are icy and it's crap. You just can't skate. So little things like this are really going to help you continue to progress later on. Tip number 2. Okay, so what tip number 2 is called a balance board. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, what it is basically a 2-liter full of water and a blank deck. That's all you need for this, and it's going to help keep your balance going. And honestly, I find it's a pretty good workout if you can just keep going, you keep moving around on it, you don't just try to stand exactly in place, like you try to slide it back and forth. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so you got your 2-liter here, you got your blank deck. So what you do is take the 2-liter, put her on the ground, drop your deck over it, and then just kind of push yourself up. If you keep moving around like this, you're going to get a lot more balance in different balance points, which is going to end up making it so that, I don't know, if you're trying to do slides, stalls, rock to fakies, whatever you're trying to learn how to do, next summer, when that comes along, it's going to be a lot easier to get back into the balance of doing things. Okay, so before I get into the 3rd tip on how to keep progressing in skating when you're surrounded by snow, I'm gonna just let you know why I'm making this video. So I posted this YouTube short of me just doing a little freestyle skating in my living room here, and I got some comments, or I got one particular comment actually, from this kid that was saying that it's so hard to progress in the winter, like there's snow everywhere, he doesn't have a place to skate inside. And so that's where this tip actually comes from. I was giving him some tips while talking to him in the comments, and this tip might sound weird, but I feel like it's actually very helpful, especially for new skaters who are still, like, they're really trying to get the muscle memory of, say, doing an ollie or doing a shove it or anything like that, but they can't make a lot of noise. Say you have a downstairs neighbor, or you're living with your parents still and you can't be doing this in your room and you don't have a garage or anything like that. This does help. It sounds weird and it doesn't look awesome or anything like that, but it does help. So tip number 3. Okay, so what tip number 3 is literally just practicing the movements with just your feet. So you don't need a board for this, you don't need any equipment at all, just your feet. That's it. So just place up, kind of imagine a board under your feet, and that's all you need to do for this. Imagine the board under your feet and then pop an ollie. You know? Okay, so just try to pop an ollie. Just Just go through the motions as if you have a skateboard under you. Just, right? I don't know, heel flip. Right? So if you just keep practicing that, you're not going to lose that muscle memory. It might be a little bit tweaked, not as good as it was when you were on your board out skating outside, but I guarantee you're going to be more likely to pick back up on those skills when you get back out on your board if you do this when you're stuck inside, have nowhere else to go. Okay, so tip 4 is actually a pretty simple one, and it's actually exactly what you're doing right now. Go on the internet and watch skate videos. Like, I literally just searched up skateboarding on YouTube, and you have all of these options. Like, just, if you study what you're gonna do, you look at people's movements, you can watch legit trick tip videos online. Even if you don't feel like you're becoming a better skater, you're getting more knowledgeable on skateboarding itself. Like, you're gonna kind of pick up on things and pick up on different movements people are making that you wouldn't if you were just out skating. Like, when I first learned to skate, I was out there, I didn't have access to the internet when I was a kid, and I would watch the X Games once a year, and that's what I would, like, my dad would let me watch the X Games once a year, and that would be what I would try to remember to go out and learn tricks. Now that you can just keep looking at stuff online, you can keep learning, you can keep studying these people's movements, you're going to get a lot better if you actually do that and actually look at it like, okay, I want to do this, how does he do that? You know, how does somebody do a trick a certain way? Maybe you like the way a certain skater actually does a trick. The steez of that trick is just very appealing to you. If you just continually watch them do that, pay attention to their feet, pay attention to their whole body, their shoulders, everything, you're probably going to be able to figure out how to do that eventually once you get back onto your board. So that was tip number 4. Okay, and so tip number 5. This one is kind of, I've never been able to do it personally because I don't have the resources to, but I know a lot of friends that live in a bit bigger cities that are able to do this. If you can find an indoor skate park to skate at that you can get one of your friends or some of your family, convince them to get you there, I don't know, once a week, once every 2 weeks, just whenever you're able to, that's going to greatly increase the chances of when it's summertime and you can be out on your board all the time. It's going to be helping you a lot because you didn't just cold turkey stop skating for a while. You were on your board, you were riding around, you were going up and down ramps, like you were just continually getting comfortable on your board because you had a place to do it. And now, I know not everybody can do this because, like I said, for myself, I didn't have a place near me, but I did have friends that lived in areas where there was indoor skate parks. So if you're one of those people, definitely check it out, look it up online, see if there's one anywhere close to you that you can maybe get a ride to once in a blue moon. You should check it out. And now, for bonus trick number 6. Basically, this one, it doesn't really have to do with skateboarding itself, but it'll help you with skateboarding when you get back to it. And that is cross-training. So, by cross-training, what I mean is you find a similar sport that is, you kind of go through similar movements, even if it's not the exact sport of skateboarding itself. So snowboarding, for example, if you live in a place where snowboarding is accessible, but skateboarding isn't in the winter, then just try going snowboarding if you're able to. That's a good way to kind of just keep your legs in the motion, to keep your body feeling how it is to be going fast on a board sideways, maybe hitting some jumps. I know some snowboard hills, they have actual like obstacles that you can hit, like big pipes, they have ramps, they have rails and stuff like that, hubbas. So if you live in an area that you can do that, I highly recommend getting out and snowboarding if skateboarding is not a possibility for you outside. It's really going to help keep all that familiarity with being on a board and comfortability of going fast on your board, so that by the time summer comes around, you've not only kept the progression that you made the last summer, but you've also probably progressed a little bit more in the minimum of just being more comfortable on your board than you were the summer before. So if you found all this helpful or you just think it's stupid, let me know in the comments below. But if you liked the video and you found it helpful, leave a like and a subscribe. I would very much appreciate it. Thanks guys. See you later.